Joe Rogan didn't hold back. When he sat down on his podcast recently, he did more than discuss Diddy's legal troubles. He dropped names, big names, the kind that don't just trend on Twitter, the kind that can collapse careers, empires, even entire industries with federal raids, lawsuits, and whispers of plea deals in the air. It begs the question, if Diddy goes down, who's going with him? And according to Rogan, we're just getting started.
Like, what is the next crazy thing that's going to explode in the news? Is Bill Clinton's going to have an OnlyFans? Like, what is going to happen? What is the next thing that's going to make us all go, what the fuck? Like, what the fuck is going on?
It's coming. You know it's
How
coming.
many guys were on video saying, ain't no party like a Diddy party? How many people like openly talked about being there?
LeBron?
Yeah, how about Ashton Kutcher? All these people. Like, you guys all went. You didn't see nothing? You didn't see nothing?
Yeah.
Donnell went?
Yeah.
Did he? Of course he
He's
did.
on tape,
Donnell
like,
who?
trying to defend himself.
Is he really? Is he trying to defend himself right now?
It's pretty funny.
I got to call him up. Donnell, you got to back away from that.
Isn't there a video with Kamala?
She was at one of the Diddy parties?
Isn't she in the background with...
It might have been the difference between Diddy parties and freak-offs. Oh, my
They're giving him
God.
shit too because he's sitting in his.
Oh, the guy from Chappelle Show?
Yeah.
And then
He's in between
Dave's
his
there,
legs.
too. And then Russell Simmons, too. Oh, boy. But is that at a party, or is that just a group of them together?
They were like on a yacht or something like that.
Okay, but that's not the Diddy
No,
party.
yeah. It's not like they were kind of.
I think
You think Diddy was rogue, or Diddy was like a Epstein type,
it's a
working
good
for somebody?
question. That's a good question. Well, it would be a
'Cause he had the
great
juice
way
on
to,
a lot of
compromise celebrities.
Yeah.
And get them to say whatever you want them to do, get them to do whatever projects you'd like them to do. And, you know, if you're a bunch of other celebrities are there, you're like, oh, look, Bill Clinton's here. This is fine.
Yeah.
This is cool. Look at this.
The one that really shocked me, Joe said, was Steve Harvey. Rumors say as soon as Diddy's indictment dropped, Harvey was on the first flight out, and right after that, his socials were wiped of anything related to Diddy. But here's the twist. Harvey allegedly encouraged his daughter Lori's relationship with Diddy when she was just 22. In Cassie's explosive lawsuit against Diddy, she made a disturbing claim that girls were forced to wear white nail polish. At first, it seemed like a small detail, but now it's sending chills across the internet. Fans have started looking back at old photos and noticing a pattern. Lori Harvey, Young Miami, even Diddy's own mother, all seen at different times wearing the same white nails. It wasn't just a fashion choice. According to Cassie, it was something darker, a symbol, a signal, part of a larger strategy to mark control. And now, internet sleuths are diving deep, putting pieces together, asking what else might have gone unnoticed. In hindsight, the white nail polish may have been hiding in plain sight, and now it's raising more questions than anyone was prepared for.
Hey, what's up, King Son? Man, you doing it, man. You deserve it, Daddy. You putting in that work. Proud of you. I love you. Yeah.
Daddy, I love you. At the time, it was brushed off as a joke, just Meek Mill playing around during a live stream. But in 2024, that clip hits differently. In light of the explosive allegations surrounding Diddy, including lawsuits, raids, and disturbing whispers of what went on behind closed doors, Meek's words now echo with unsettling weight. Since the scandal broke, Meek has gone radio silent. No interviews, no clarifications. Just a few tweets from Africa, where he claims he's on business. One tweet even offers a $100,000 reward to find out who's behind this, a move that raised more eyebrows than answers. Was it a show of concern or a calculated distraction? Because here's the thing, if even a fraction of the rumors are true, if Meek was present at those parties now being investigated by the feds, distance won't protect him. The internet doesn't forget, and neither do prosecutors. Clips are resurfacing, photos are being dissected. What once seemed like harmless fun is now being reframed through a much darker lens. Fans who once laughed at the poolside daddy moment are now asking, what was really going on that day? Meek's name hasn't appeared in any official documents, yet. But silence can be its own form of noise. His social media cleanse, cryptic messages, and sudden retreat have only fueled speculation. In today's digital age, you can't just disappear. Everything leaves a trace. And in a case that's expanding by the day, with connections spanning continents and careers, Meek's past may be closer to the spotlight than he ever intended. Whether he was a bystander, participant, or victim remains to be seen. But one thing's clear, the clock is ticking and the world is watching.
We want to thank you. Come here. Don't sit on the bed at night. No homo. No, just don't get close to the bed. Don't get close. But it's just like, yo, we want to thank you for hosting the thing, man. It's been a pleasure. You didn't have to do it, and you did it.
No. I definitely didn't have to do it. I definitely didn't have to. First and foremost, I'm not getting in the bed. Shout out to him and what he did. I'm just gonna, if we can, let's just put the camera a little this way, just so we're not. I don't want my shot to even, I don't want it to come close to the bed at all. Usher look like he fresh off a goddamn plane. Usher.
Fresh off the guard stage. That's my brother right here from day one. We used to wake up and, pause, but like that's how. Back in the days when he was like 10 and I was a little bit older, his older brother, we used to fight over the Frosted Flakes. You know what I'm saying? Before pause was invented. You know what I'm saying? But it's my brother for real. We used to actually wrestle off of the Frosted Flakes because he used to always get up early. Now he's one of the richest stars in the world. And
What the fuck did Puff just say? Nobody's gonna acknowledge this for me. Puff just said we used to wrestle over the Frosted Flakes. And we're streaming live. That was stupid. Listen, that was fucking stupid.
We're having a good time, yo. Usher made it in the... Hey, yo.
Usher Raymond was just 13 years old, bright-eyed, full of talent, and hungry for a shot at stardom when he was invited to what was then billed as an exclusive artist retreat, Flavor Camp. Organized by Diddy, it promised mentorship, music lessons, and a rare backstage pass into the heart of the entertainment industry. But decades later, that innocent narrative is beginning to unravel. Whispers that once bounced around recording studios and private green rooms are now echoing on public platforms, claiming that Usher didn't just come back from Flavor Camp with industry experience, he came back traumatized. Some insiders even allege he was hospitalized shortly after, and not for any reason the public was ever told. These aren't just conspiracy theories floating on message boards. They're being echoed by people who've worked in the industry for years. People who say they stayed quiet out of fear. Until now. In the wake of Cassie's lawsuit and federal investigations into Diddy's past behavior, a disturbing pattern is beginning to emerge. Viewers and fans are rewatching old interviews, zooming in on body language, and finding inconsistencies in the stories we've all accepted. Usher himself has never publicly addressed the rumors, which only adds more tension to the growing questions. What really happened at Flavor Camp? And if it was just an innocent artist development program, why does it keep surfacing in stories marked by trauma and silence? Because here's the uncomfortable truth. In Hollywood, silence is rarely meaningless. It's often protection, or payoff, or pain. And as more people come forward, it's clear the past won't stay buried forever. In the age of receipts, redactions, and re-examinations, Flavor Camp may become ground zero for a reckoning decades in the making. Jay-Z and Diddy, two titans of hip-hop, business partners, billionaires, icons who rewrote the rules of music, fashion, and power. But behind the glossy magazine covers and multi-million-dollar deals, a darker thread weaves quietly between them. It starts with a name the industry tried to forget, Kathy White. She wasn't just a rumor or a passing fling. She was Jay-Z's alleged mistress. And according to reports, she was pregnant. Then, just like that, she was gone. Found. Dead under mysterious circumstances. No trial, no headlines, just silence. But now, in light of the federal investigation surrounding Diddy, her story is resurfacing, and people are asking questions that were once too dangerous to say out loud. What really happened to Kathy White? And why does Diddy's name keep coming up in connection to it? Sources close to the case suggest Diddy may have known more than he let on. Not just about Kathy, but about what her death might have meant for the empire he and Jay built together. Was it a tragic coincidence? Or was it a warning? A reminder of what happens when someone gets too close to the truth? For years, people dismissed the whispers as tabloid noise. But as sealed files begin to crack open and old associates start talking, that noise is turning into a chilling chorus. The kind that doesn't go away. The kind that demands answers. If there's even a shred of truth here, it threatens to expose a side of Jay-Z and Diddy that's been hidden behind platinum plaques and polished interviews. Kathy White's name was almost lost in the shadows, but now it might be the match that lights a fire under everything they tried to bury.
Protected by not only Clive Davis, but Lucian Grange. He was selected to be the demon that he is, to keep the culture in line so the industry could continue to rape it for all of its precious jewels. We have too many lost. The list of lost is ridiculous, and everyone knows Diddy was selected for this job. He's the Judas.
I'm not saying that there's not some truth in it. Hear me out, y'all. Hear me out. I'm not saying that there's not some truth in it. Very much so. Of course it could be some truth in it. But the drama, the theatrics, it makes for great entertainment. So Pierce is getting what he needs.
Do you think that if he's cornered in the way that he's been now, that he may start revealing things about other people?
He has no choice. His ego and his drug addiction won't allow him to do anything different. Anybody who thinks he's not gonna talk is crazy. The simple fact that he's not saying more now only means that the people who have been protecting him all along, who put him in position to be such a horror to the Black community, still find value in him.
You can't tell
He's
if I'm about
got
to burst
everybody
out
on tape. They all know it.
For those who were never at these freak-off parties, what were they like?
See, this is the thing. Everything that I'm about to say to you is not my firsthand knowledge. It is my firsthand witness account experience.
I'm a C student, so I'm a little slow. Let me take that in. I gotta listen to it one more time. Give me a second. Let's consult.
Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, dear friend. Happy birthday to you.
Thank you.
This is a special birthday for both of us.
Stop. What do you mean by that?
When federal agents stormed Diddy's lavish estate, they weren't expecting what they found. Over 1,000 bottles of baby oil, neatly stored, almost ritualistically arranged. At first glance, it might sound absurd, even comical. Something made for internet jokes and late-night memes. But that reaction is fading. Fast. Because in the cold light of an active investigation, this isn't funny anymore. It's chilling. Investigators aren't laughing. They're cataloging. And insiders say this bizarre discovery might not be random at all. It could be a thread, one that, when pulled, unravels something much darker beneath the celebrity surface. Suddenly, a detail that once seemed like harmless eccentricity is now a potential piece of a larger puzzle. And this puzzle might be more twisted than anyone imagined. It's no longer just about Diddy. It's about the kind of parties people whispered about, in Hollywood for years. The kind where no cameras were allowed and no questions were asked. Now, the spotlight is swinging toward others. A-listers, producers, executives, people who always seemed untouchable. The baby oil isn't the punchline anymore. It's potential evidence. It's the kind of oddly specific detail that transforms rumors into red flags. And in the court of public opinion, it's already shifting the tone from skepticism to suspicion. People are starting to re-watch old interviews, reread headlines, and reconsider everything they thought they knew. Because when 1,000 bottles of anything show up during a federal raid, especially something so specific, so intimate, it doesn't just make headlines, it makes history. And maybe, just maybe, this strange discovery will be the moment everything starts to make sense. Or the moment we realize we never understood what was happening behind the velvet ropes at all. LeBron, seen at Diddy's parties. Jennifer Lopez allegedly helped frame rapper Shine. Ashton Kutcher once told Diddy he was off limits for pranks. Ellen jokingly called him Cuddle McSnugglestuff on air. At the time, these moments felt funny, odd, or harmless, just celebrity banter. But now, they feel different. They feel like signs we missed, warnings hidden in plain sight. With everything coming to light, what once seemed random is being re-examined under a harsher lens. Were they joking or hinting at something deeper? In hindsight, the lines blur. And as more names surface, people are starting to wonder how many of these moments were truly innocent and how many were quiet cries or coded boundaries.
It was hard for me being that young and being in the industry and not knowing where to turn, and everyone, telling me they love me and, just turn their back on you in a second. I just want to protect her, I don't want her to go through anything I went through. I don't wish that upon anybody.
Justin Bieber once seemed like the golden boy of pop, the teenage sensation with the world at his feet. But behind the chart-topping hits and global tours, he says he barely survived. His rise wasn't just fast, it was brutal. And now, as the Diddy investigation deepens, a chilling question is emerging. Was Justin Bieber another victim of a system built on silence and control? For years, fans noticed the signs: cryptic interviews, public breakdowns, sudden disappearances from the spotlight. At the time, it looked like fame was simply taking its toll. But now, in hindsight, those moments feel more like cries for help. And the whispers? They're no longer just online conspiracy theories, they're growing louder. Some even claiming that Bieber may be quietly cooperating with federal authorities, offering insight into the dark machinery behind the scenes. If that's true, it's massive, because this wouldn't just be another celebrity scandal. It would mean one of the world's biggest pop stars is stepping forward to help dismantle a hidden network that's operated for years in the shadows. Imagine that. The kid who once looked lost, exhausted, and broken on red carpets might now be the one brave enough to speak out. The truth, if it comes from Bieber, would shake the industry to its core. And it would mean that what happened to him wasn't an isolated tragedy. It was part of a much larger pattern, one that's only now starting to come into focus. For so long, Justin's story seemed like one of fame, fallout, and redemption. But maybe it's something even more powerful. A story of survival turned into resistance. And if he's truly stepping out of the silence, it could change everything. Joe Rogan's not the only one asking questions. Now the whole world is watching. Because if Diddy talks, Hollywood burns. This isn't speculation anymore. With names like Jay-Z, Usher, Steve Harvey, and even Justin Bieber in the crosshairs, it's no longer a matter of if, it's who's next. The walls are closing in, and every new revelation brings us closer to the truth. What was once whispered behind closed doors is now front-page news. So, what do you think? Drop your thoughts in the comments, and don't miss our next deep dive, the secret tapes hidden in Diddy's safe, linked right here.